saying that they like my style. Wanna know how I do it? I smile. While you were out there saying hey, hi, hello, I was getting dressed up in shades of yellow.
Hello, welcome to episode 47 of the Lovely Job podcast. I'm Leah Spicer-Pownell. I'm the marketing manager of Miss Bush, and this is...
I'm a very tired, ever so slightly hungover Emma Marshall. I am the MD of Miss Bush.
Why are you hungover? What were you doing yesterday?
Well, because I basically I worked yesterday, and which was great. Obviously, it was the kind of like the weekend where we sort of officially unboxed the Jesus Perot trunk show dresses, and so to do that. I mean, I know you know this, but for the benefit of the people that aren't on the Bush payroll, we like to kind of sort of do that as a line in the sand, saying, right, this is where we start really thinking about next year. This is like, let's get some photos, let's kind of get some content, and let's have a look at the new collection and really put focus on where we're going for the new year and the new dresses. So that was this weekend. But I feel like I've worked every day this week. I know that's like, a bit of a first world problem, but I just feel very tired. And also Carol Ann came and did my makeup yesterday. I've still got lashes stuck on. I feel very icky about taking lashes off, and I've put all sorts of cleansers on to try and swirl them off, and they're still there. So I can recommend whatever she uses to put your lashes on for your wedding.
They won't come off.
They won't come off, no.
Have you got an oil-based cleanser?
Yeah, I've got this really slightly weird micellar water, which is quite oily, which basically I think looks like extra virgin olive oil, which I bought from Goli Natural, which is one of the South Sea people who does incredible like smelling essential oils, which I put on, but it looks like olive oil. And then I washed my face with hand soap as well.
Oh no! You mustn't do that.
Really? It's a bit like, it's feeling really sticky.
It will dry your skin out. No.
Anyway, so that's why
how was
tired.
Yesterday? Yes, how did it go?
It was really good. I mean, I feel like everybody, let's just like on the periphery at the moment, everybody really adored the purple themed flowers. And so like we've had two of my most recent archers, but the three colours of lilac and purple rose that Joel found were just extraordinary. Like people had to really look at them twice to realise that they were real. And I think there was that sort of whole there's something a little bit old lady I like about purple roses as well.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I think you could imagine them being in a really weird sticky bush in the front, like a stick-like, not a sticky bush. Ooh, a stick-like rose bush in the front of somebody's garden.
I think they remind me of like when old ladies have fake roses in like a little vase on their windowsill.
Yeah, it's definitely, it was giving full Parma violet. I have to say that was the kind of colour scheme of it. It was very like
lovely.
Parma violet sweets.
I like the kind of like seagrass at the bottom as well. Yeah, it kind of had a bit of a feel
like the silver foliage and things like that. Yeah, it was really lovely. So that was great. It was lovely to see Sophie Duckworth again. She did photos already. She's made me look fantastic in my photos. So that was really, really good. We didn't have caterers this time. So I bought loads of little mini M&S cakes. So I feel like I've got something of like a sugar crash today because I spent my entire day like being fueled by mini cakes. So, and then I obviously had my like really classy limoncello spritz on the train on the way home. So, no, it was
nice. You have some very on-brand yellow snacks with your little Marmite things as well.
Marmite and wasabi peas. I know it's like two of the real Marmite like taste profiles, and I really like them. It was really good. I mean, it's quite overwhelming when you get a trunk show new dresses together because you are really like trying to process that amount of new things, and it must be what brides feel like when they go wedding dress shopping to start with, because everything's new and different. So so there's some dresses. I think we've got some content. Leah tried to film me doing this is my favorite dress. I don't know if it's worked. I think she managed to get the one working for the rest of one's working for the rest of the team. But yeah, there was
Yours,
some.
yours is slightly longer. That's all I'll
Oh,
say. But I
of
can.
course it is.
It's
Chop
fine
it
as
down.
long as it's under 3 minutes, which is like the new like hotspot for Instagram. It's fine. You.
Under 3 minutes, right? Okay.
I know we struggle with that.
I know. I need to be on the whatever the Instagram like version of Substack is, or Patreon.
Hmm. What for? Well, you haven't written anything for a while, so maybe you should get back to writing.
I know.
Substack would be good. I think people would read it. But then, if you write it all on Substack, what are you going to say here?
Oh, don't worry. I've got stuff. I've got stuff for years. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, it was really good yesterday. So we had lots of revisiting clients, lots of people confirmed decisions, and I would say I found myself explaining like the Jesus Pero USP quite a lot of times,
Mm.
it's amazing which is why I put it on stories actually, which is like, how adaptable and customizable they are, and the level of customer service that they offer. So one of our clients yesterday was pretty much like a whole podcast in her own right. Obviously I can't be very specific, but all like if you think of like all the podcasts where people give us challenges, if you imagine a bride that's got all of the challenges,
Mm-hmm.
and you can sit there and go, don't worry, we've got you.
Yeah.
So that was really good. Obviously my favorite pieces of my jackets and trousers were definitely mixed into the looks. I also pulled in a kind of like a cape from a couple of seasons back, a lace cape, because I loved the look of it, and I was like, and I saw something a bit similar on the Amelia Wickstead channels, and I was like, let's get that and play with that. So yeah, it's been really good actually, and it's very refreshing to have other people back in, back in the like, having Carol Anna doing makeup, and it's quite nice. It gives us all a little bit of like a shot in the arm,
Mm.
because
Good.
because Mercury is in retrograde in Leo.
Yeah, you were just telling me someone was telling you about that yesterday.
Well, I just feel everyone feels a bit at the minute. Do you know what I mean? It's like I can't really think what it is. Everyone, I mean, William came back from work and he was like, I hate this job.
Mm.
I just think there's like there's apparently it's to do with communication and contracts and things like that, and it's but I just think I just think we're in like a really weird space
Yeah,
globally.
I feel like stuck in a rut right now, and I'm just like, everything's like, ugh.
I know,
Just
right?
fed up. Like, I need to like drag myself out of it and just get like a boost of energy or something. Like,
I know.
and you did say it affects Leos more, and I'm a Leo, so that's what's going on.
Yeah, but the thing is that I think that just generally, we did that podcast a couple of episodes ago or a few weeks ago where I was like, how can you think about bridal when there's so many other things going on? And I just feel like I kind of need to go in the middle of a field or in a boat in the middle of nowhere and just for a moment be unaffected by communication.
Yeah. Well, yesterday
Really
you said yesterday you were like, oh, it's a lot having to think about social media, and I was like, yeah, I think about it the moment I wake up in the morning, and the last thing I think about before I go to bed at night is social media, and it's all day every day, and it's overwhelming. Like, imagine just having a day with just nothing. I can't
I know.
even imagine
Well,
it.
that's what I was thinking, and I was like, like, new collection time, you're really doing your bit, like putting stuff, like talking about new things and just thinking, I need to have my little circle whizzing around, lit up and ready to go. And I think I've slid out of out of that regular thought.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you can get back into it.
Yeah.
But
Mercury.
just not too much. Not too
Mercury in
much.
retrograde. Yeah.
I looked at my digital wellness on my phone for how much screen time I have, and the other week it went up to 8 hours on one of the days. I was on my phone for 8 hours. And even on an unplugged day, when I left my phone upstairs, I still managed to do 2 hours of phone time.
It's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah. I think that's a big problem.
Yeah, and I think I think that is what is really interesting about, like, going going back to social medias again, and thinking, oh, I've got a new collection to promote. It's new season, line in the sand. It's August. Here's where we start selling seriously for like 2026. Is like in person, you have like these incredible interactions with people in the shop. And then I'm trying to like put that into a snippet.
Yeah, and everything's got to be quick and instant.
Yeah. And there's no time for quiet reflection or, getting to know someone. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, that's what I noticed as well recently. Like, people don't just comment on things and have conversations anymore. It's just like instant, just a quick like, and that's it. There's no like, I would always put calls to action in our captions, like, what's your favourite? What would you wear if you were doing this? But no one ever comments. They'll do a quick like, and that'll be it, because people don't want to talk anymore.
I know. But it was really lovely. I had a phone call with a bride yesterday who phoned up, a similar age group to me. And I picked up the phone on a Sunday and we had a lovely conversation. She's coming in to have an appointment with Corinne on Tuesday. But it felt like so much more meaningful than we just
Just
like,
a quick DM or a quick email.
Yeah.
Oh, wouldn't it be lovely if we could just find a way of like everyone just could have a chat? Isn't that what that Clubhouse was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I suppose that was more like instant messaging.
But then I've also had that thing of the like, downloading that AI app as well, where it sort of like it also animates really old photos. And it's weird. It's like,
don't do it. Don't go down that rabbit hole.
gone down it. Need to come back out of it.
No, I did actually see a thing recently about WeTransfer talking about AI, and I'm going to maybe start avoiding using it, is that they've put it into their terms that they can use any images that are sent by WeTransfer to then use in AI to create new images. So they're actually using the data that you're sending. So if anyone uses WeTransfer and they want to avoid that.
Well, I thought I would just see what it was. I was like very clickbaity on it, and I definitely was doing some things. And one of the things that I did, because I thought it would be like fun, is put a photo of me at my first wedding back when I was 26 and put that into Animate. And the AI thing, the AI bot / program / weird person that is in charge of it, took the cigarette out of my hand.
Oh my gosh.
And created a completely random man.
What?
Yeah.
That's strange.
Well, she was like, who's that? And I was like, there's no one. Look, there's the original photo. There is no person standing next to me. And then AI created me some kind of weird groom or something and took my cigarette away.
Well, that's your cigarette come to life.
Weird. But also there was a thing the other day when I was trying to look up something. Okay, this is really random and I don't even know if this is going to make the cut. It will, because it's about AI marketing and digital, which actually we've got a meeting after, so I think it is relevant. But I also tried to Google fentanyl the other day because I saw someone in my local area who looked like they were having that zombie drug effect, where the people are like a statue, like they're doing one of those things like you see on the Ramblers or something where people dress up as a statue and stand really still, except for they're completely out of it. So I googled fentanyl, and apparently as far as Google is concerned, there's no articles or no information about fentanyl being a street drug, about it being anything wrong with it. It was just all factual information of what about, like, almost provided by Big Pharma about what a positive thing fentanyl was. And I was like, oh, but I thought it was a drug that could be abused. You have to really go. So Google was like, was
you
kind
mean
of
the AI recap at the top.
Yeah, was sanitizing what you find for what you look for. Do you know what I mean? As though there was nothing wrong with it. So I would imagine whoever makes it had probably asked Google to be like, if somebody looks up bad things about fentanyl, can we make sure there's nothing there?
Yeah, and the AI recap at the top is dangerous because it's the first thing you see, and a lot of people will just Google and they'll read that and they'll be like, that's the fact. They won't just scroll down and then look at the actual articles. They'll just look at the recap, and it's not always correct. Like you said, it's not giving you the whole picture.
Yeah, I was like trying to work out, if this was, just think, oh, see what's gone on there. That's like, I know that this is not good. I know that
Very
this is a synthetic opioid that has been introduced by big pharmaceutical companies, and it really messes with people. And I was just checking to see if I needed to,
do anything.
do anything to help this person.
So what did
But
you
yeah,
do?
I brought it up with with a drugs rehab counsellor, and they were saying that there's actually more problems in our area with ketamine than there is with fentanyl and opioids. So, and they were like, it's probably more likely to be ketamine.
Yeah. So you've been getting involved in the local area, haven't you, with like the MPs? I'm very impressed.
Yeah, but democracy in action. I think it's incredible that you can actually go to a meet, like you're not behind like loads of. What do you remember when we tried to get hold of like Sir Paul Beresford or something during COVID?
Yeah, in Surrey. Yeah,
Yeah,
impossible.
you couldn't get hold of a single MP.
And now down there, you're just going to meetings with them and actually just chatting to them. It's great.
Yeah, no, it's. I think it's. I think you've got to. I actually said it in the interview with Freya last week. It's like you can either be part of society, or you can think of society as something that happens, and you're not included. So that's a very. Also, that idea of you not being part of society and it's like not getting involved is a very AIE, right wing, anarcho libertarian viewpoint where you're not connected to anyone and everything else is just facts that you Google. So, I think you just have to be part of your society and culture. Otherwise you don't exist, do you really? It's like it's all like synthesized information and deep fakes. Talking of which, have you seen that South Park episode with Donald Trump? The deep fake
No,
where he
I
talks to his
haven't.
mini penis.
No, I've not seen South Park for years.
Yeah, it was season 27, episode 1. You need to do it. There's been questions asked everywhere about it. It's really good.
Okay,
So,
I will look. I love this. Like you're being nerdy for a change.
what? So you think astrology, South Park, and like Googling fentanyl? Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, no, actually. So what we actually come on here today is like we have got a lot to do over the next couple of weeks. August is the only month where I work Saturdays and Sundays. So we have decided we are having a small summer holiday from the pod.
We are, yes. Yep, we'll have a few weeks off and we'll be back in September.
Yeah. But I think there is times when, if I'm working Saturday and Sunday, then to get up on Monday and talk about bridal feels
It's
a lot. Yeah.
It is a lot. I suppose it's good in a way because it's fresh in your mind, but also tired.
I'm very tired. Yeah. I mean, literally, when I saw your WhatsApp this morning, I was like, oh, I'm not even awake.
I know. I did say to you, like, shall we just not do it and just announce? I think we needed to let you all know.
Yeah. Basically, what we're doing, people, is really focusing on actually doing our day jobs for the next few weeks, which is basically, it means Leah's got a huge amount of new information to put out about new collections, about events, about things like that. We've got a lot of, there's a lot of time. And actually doing the podcast, although it's a sort of an hour recording, you still have to edit it. It still has to be.
Yeah. It's like 3 hours in total around that.
Yeah. So, and also we're at that time of the year where lots of people have got married. It's peak wedding season. So we're getting like one submission after another for real brides. We need to focus on that. And so we just probably need to give ourselves a month to do our day job. Yeah, absolutely. Launch new collections. But, there's, and also I feel like we've reached a point where like, this is pretty much 5 weeks off a year. And we haven't run out of things to say.
No.
So
it's pretty good.
It's pretty
good.
And
we have got quite a few things to say that I've been writing down recently as well, saving them up. So we'll save them.
I know.
For after
but
the
yeah,
break.
I feel like we have to do the day job. We have to launch the new collections. I mean, we started the podcast last September after the collection launches.
Yeah, we did.
So, I think that this is the month where I've got to really focus on the team, our new clients. We've got the existing brides that have sent us photos, and I've seen some really beautiful submissions come through.
Yes. I know. Last week I downloaded about 6 different brides worth of weddings, and there's some really amazing ones. There's a Nautier bride. We've got a Divine Atelier. We've got some really, really nice Hazy Sparrows. So yeah, They will be coming up.
So so we're like basically giving your ears a break, but we're gonna give you some eye candy, basically. So yeah.
Yes. Yeah, okay. So we're at 20 minutes. Are we just going to leave it there for
Yeah,
now?
I think so, because I think then we would also say we've got some very interesting guests lined up for the autumn as well.
Yeah.
And I think it feels quite actually officially podcastery to have a break for the summer holidays and then come back
Yes.
with
Yeah, I think it's
guests.
sensible. Yeah, so during the break, if you do have anything you'd like to send us that we could talk about in September, do that. If you're a bride listening that hasn't sent your wedding, you could do that. That would be good too. And if you're a guest, you're a potential guest, or you'd like to come on, also let us know.
Yeah, reach out, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, right. We will see you all in September.
Have a brilliant summer holidays, everyone, and we'll see you at back to school time.
Bye.
You'd like to know, wouldn't you?